Can Adobe Acrobat forms adapt dynamically to user input? Imagine filling out a form where the fields change size or move around as you type. Sounds handy, right? But does Adobe Acrobat actually let forms do that? Let's find out. When you create a form in Adobe Acrobat, you can add different types of fields like text boxes, checkboxes, and drop-down menus. These fields are designed to collect information easily. You can also set rules so that certain fields only accept specific types of data, like numbers or dates. Plus, you can make calculations happen automatically, such as adding up totals in different fields. This helps keep your workflow smooth and organized. Now, a common question is whether text fields in Acrobat can grow or expand automatically when you type more. By default, Acrobat text fields do not change size on their own. They can be set to allow multiple lines and scrolling, so users can type more than fits in the visible box. But the size of the box itself stays fixed on the page. If the text is longer than the box, a scroll bar appears so users can scroll to see the rest. For those wanting more dynamic behavior, Acrobat supports JavaScript. With custom scripts, you can make a field resize or move other fields based on user input. For example, you could write a script that detects when a text box is full and then increases its size or shifts other fields down. But this requires some knowledge of JavaScript and is not a built-in feature. Most users will find that fields do not automatically grow and push content below without scripting. In the past, Adobe offered LiveCycle Designer, which had more advanced features like fields that could expand and shift other content. But that program is no longer actively supported. The current focus is on Acrobat and web-based forms, which do not support automatic field expansion in PDFs. For everyday tasks, Acrobats from tools are quite powerful. You can create interactive forms that validate input, perform calculations, and guide users. If you need fields that grow as users type, your best options are to use multi-line fields with scrolling or add custom JavaScript. If your project needs dynamic layout changes, you might want to consider other tools or platforms. Remember, Acrobat forms support calculations and validations based on user input. Text fields can be multi-line and scrollable, but they do not automatically expand to push down other content. Custom scripting can add more behavior, but it's not simple and requires some coding skills. The legacy LiveCycle Designer had more options for dynamic fields, but those are not available now. For most workflows, Acrobats from features are reliable and straightforward. If your goal is to master Adobe Acrobat for document management and from creation, knowing these limits helps you plan better. Most forms will work well with the built-in tools, but for more advanced dynamic features, be ready to explore scripting or other solutions.